What's up guys, Apple released iOS 14 Developer Beta 5 to the registered developers, of course, about 2 weeks after Beta 4. Alongside, we get iPadOS 14 Beta 5, watchOS 7 Beta 5 as well. These betas will be released to the public beta within the next day or so. Today we're going to focus on iOS 14, especially looking at the changes, the battery life, the performance, bug fixes, and so much more. Now let's start with the update size. So the update came in at about 1.8 gigabytes on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Of course, this will depend from which version you're coming from and which device you have, but this is coming from Beta 4. So this update is quite big. So it should include many changes and bug fixes. So if we head over into settings and general and the about section, we can see that we're running 18A5351D. That's of course the build number, and heading a little lower, we can see that the modem firmware went from 1.50.23 to 1.50.25. So if you had any connectivity issues, these might be fixed in Beta 5. So what's new in this update? Well, firstly, there's some new changes in the clock application, especially when setting an alarm. So you know how you would have to type this in normally and it would sometimes be annoying. Well, for me, I really enjoy typing it in rather than scrolling, but you can do both now. As you can see, I am scrolling and it works the same way. It's just a little different, so you have both options here, whichever you prefer. In Photos, you can now hide the hidden album. So if you go into Settings and you find the panel for Photos, you can see that you can hide the hidden album. So when enabled, the hidden album will appear in the Albums tab under Utilities. The hidden album is always available in the image picker. So you would normally have the hidden album somewhere around here, but of course, if it is toggled on, then it's going to appear right here, hidden. If it is toggled off, then the album will actually not be here and you'll have to go find it someplace other. We also have a new size for the News widget. So if you go right here and find News, you will see that you have 6 different types normally, different sizes. Now you have a 7th one, which is really big. So this is a huge one that you can use as well. The exposure notifications have changed a little bit as well. If you find them over here, you can see that you can now have availability alerts. And if you want to turn exposure notifications on, then this new menu will open up. And then you click continue, you're going to select your country. So let me do that. Let's select Hong Kong. Exposure notifications are currently not available. So of course, in regions where it's available, you'll be able to toggle it on. In regions where it's not available, you will not be able to turn it on. Of course, there are many other changes in Beta 5, but of course, these are just the main changes. The other ones are small and not very important. Now, what about the bug fixes? So Beta 5 fixes many small bugs here and there that were found in Beta 4 and the other previous versions. However, the 3 main bugs that really annoyed me were 1, the keyboard disappearing bug in the Messages app, which has been fixed now. Then when calling with AirPods, you can now hear the other person you're calling to, whereas other times it would just bug out. And the clock and weather widgets now fully work and show the correct information. So what about performance? The performance feels very good, or at least when using it, it feels very good. I've been using it for the past few hours. It really feels good. I don't see any issues here. I have been using all my apps. This is my daily driver, and there are no crashes, no lags, no stutter. It really feels smooth, and especially with many of those bugs that are fixed, it just feels better, but there should really not be any major difference. So what about battery life? Well, battery life is also very good on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Of course, my battery health is 100%, so that will of course depend on what battery level your battery is, but It seems to be working really well. The battery life, I have no problems. On beta 5, it should be the same as on beta 4. On beta 4, it was already really good. So now it should just be either better or it should stay the same. But for now, we don't know yet. I will talk about battery life in my review video coming towards the end of the week. So should you update to iOS 14 beta 5? If you are on beta 4, you should definitely update. There is really no reason not to update, especially with all the bug fixes, some new nice additions, and just maybe better performance and maybe even better battery life. But of course, that we will know in my review video. If you are on beta 3, then you might want to wait a little longer, because beta 4 brought many bugs. I want to see if beta 5 fixed all of them and if it's really worth updating too. Well, if you enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay notified when I release my next video. Also, let me know what you think in the comments down below about beta 5 if you have already updated. Also, if you missed my previous video, then please, you know what to do. Click that card shown up there. Okay. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.